Good morning, everybody. This is the Village of Oak Lawn Board of Trustees regular meeting. We are at the Village Hall Auditorium, 9446 South Raymond Avenue. This is meeting number 2023-10. It is Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023. It is 9 a.m. Call to order. Roll call, please.
Mayor Vorderer.
Present.
Trustee Pembroke.
Yes, present.
Trustee Olejniczak.
Here.
Trustee Stalker.
Here.
Trustee Desmond.
Here.
Trustee Soch.
Here.
Can I have a motion to allow Trustee Mallo to participate by phone due to employment?
Second. Roll call.
Trustee Pembroke.
Yes.
Trustee Olejniczak.
Yes.
Trustee Stalker.
Yes.
Trustee Desmond.
Yes.
Trustee Soch.
Yes.
Motion passes. Paul, you can hear us?
I can, thank you.
We can hear you. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, any public comments today?
There were none.
Any conflict of interest disclosure from any trustee on anything on this agenda? Hearing none, we will move on to the approval of the regular meeting minutes of number 2023-09, dated May 9th, 2023. Motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
Second. Roll call.
Trustee Pembroke.
Yes.
Trustee Olejniczak.
Yes.
Trustee Mallo.
Yes,
Trustee Stalker.
Yes.
Trustee Desmond.
Yes.
Trustee Soch.
Yes.
Motion passes. New business by trustees. We'll start out in District 1.
Thank you, Mayor. I have no new business.
District 2.
Yeah, Mayor, just wanted to remind the citizens of Oak Lawn that the water project is moving along well. My last update is that they are just about done at Southwest Highway in Cicero. That's the good news. The bad news is we're going to Southwest Highway and 95th Street, in which there will be lane closures on Southwest Highway and on 95th Street. I know that once they have the solid dates, we will have a presentation in front of the board for the residents so that they know to avoid that intersection. And then I would just like to recognize the Oak Lawn Raiders. They are a social athletic club that raises money to give away to people in the neighborhood. It's a 100% non-for-profit. And one of the things that they have been doing for the last 10 years, I believe, is the Blue Ribbon Walk. And this year, the Blue Ribbon Walk is going to be Saturday, June 3rd. It'll start out at 12 noon with the walk, but prior to that, between 11 and 12, the Raiders will be providing some hot dogs and hamburgers, complimentary. The walk will be around the park, and it's to honor our first responders, both the fire and the police. But it's a great organization. It's a great time to come out and show support for our first responders, our police, our fire, and I can't forget our dispatch team that does a great job. So if you're not doing anything, please come out and show support for our first responders, especially our police. During this time, we know that there's been a lot of unfortunate tragedy with police officers being killed, and we really need to continue to support our Oak Lawn police and the great job that they continue. That concludes my report.
Thank you, trustee. District 3.
thank you, Mayor. I just had one thing, and that's in regards to the start of our Sunday concert. Our Sunday concert takes place on the Village Green. The first one will be June 11th. The signs Public Works has put up throughout the village, so you can check those for future dates. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee. District 4.
No new business, Mayor.
District 5.
No new business, thank you.
District 6.
Just one item. As we've seen, there's been some police activity in the village lately. I just want to remind residents, if you have Ring doorbells, or if you don't have them, consider getting them. You know, it's just the little things we can do to help out the police. You know, we had an incident where, you know, something happened in my district, and unfortunately, many of the houses' Ring doorbells didn't have batteries in them. Things didn't happen, and we did have a couple people that did. And remember, we've got this program now where those doorbells can be tied right to the police department. They can view them. They can see the videos. So we, as residents, we can help out our police department by doing all we can, with making our homes as secure as possible with these Ring doorbells or whatever type of security system we have. So if anybody has any questions, please reach out to the village or myself, and we'll connect you and explain to you how to get these cameras tied into us. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, trustee. Village managers report?
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to follow on what Trustee Soch's report. As he said, there was an incident in District 6 where it's still under investigation, but apparently some shots were fired from a moving vehicle. It's not clear at this point if it was at another vehicle or somebody's home. And one of the issues we have as an organization, and primarily our police department, is balancing the issue of safety and reporting. And a lot of times there's confusion over that issue where people, understandably want to know what's going on, and the police are trying to investigate an incident and really don't have any information to report. So when it comes to safety, and we do want to emphasize, we do use the police Twitter page. We do have an email alert that goes out. We have a new website coming online in the next 2 weeks where we'll have more tools and better ways to communicate. But as far as an incident where there are no victims, and no real safety issues where the cars are largely, gone, or there's nobody active and the police are canvassing the blocks and talking to the affected residents, there won't be communications village-wide or even district-wide unless there's a safety issue. Because the fear is, of course, the boy who cried wolf, when you inundate people's email inboxes or their feeds with reports, there's that tendency that people might start ignoring them or not paying attention to them. So that's why we try to limit them to safety issues. The problem, of course, is everybody has Facebook and Twitter, and they're oftentimes reporting before our police are even on the scene. And there's a couple of apps now where people have cameras. They might be on the scene filming things, and it's all over social networks, and the police are just arriving on the scene. It's not an easy task. We don't have good answers. We are committed to communicating to people who are directly affected when there is a safety issue. We will report results of investigations, arrests, as people have seen, to let people know that our police do take their job seriously. This board does back the police 100%. We will pursue crimes and criminals to the greatest extent possible, but just want people to understand there isn't going to be that constant communication. And nor is there an effort to hide information for people or to not fully disclose what's going on. In cases where there's ongoing investigation, sometimes that's important. But at the end of the day, our job is to keep people safe, primarily, first and foremost, and inform secondarily. And when those two happen at the same time, that's when you get the emergency alerts. The chief and I spoke even about the Twitter message that I asked him to send out, and it was really to combat all of the rumors that were flying around. As you might suspect, the old telephone game, by the time the ninth person heard it, it's multiple people shooting, people shot. So just wanted to let people know that that's what one of our toughest jobs as an organization, certainly our police department, is communicate effectively, but primarily protecting people. On that note as well, Trustee Soch spoke of, and he and I have been working closely on the village newsletter that's going out in about 2 weeks. One of the items in there, be in 2 locations, is the opportunity to sign up for our camera share program. It's an unfortunate situation where every day we see more and more acts of criminality, group thuggery. I just saw yesterday where a group of teenagers broke into the post office downtown in the Thompson Center. And somebody sarcastically saying, are we out of real good things to rob now? Now we're robbing post offices. And it's a shame because you see the film of that. These kids are 12, 13, 14 years old. No accountability, no oversight, obviously no fear of being caught or prosecuted. That's a tremendous problem for us as a society, certainly for our police department. So this situation with these cameras, unfortunate as it is, if you do have security cameras and can link them with our police department, please do. They will only use them when necessary. The information, I believe, Chief, yeah, if you want to talk a little bit more about it, Chief, please, thank you.
Which will be in the newsletter as well, and I believe we have it on the website. Our camera sharing program, Fuses, which helps us with our cameras and not only monitoring residential but commercial, they now have dedicated a website strictly to Oak Lawn. It's I don't have it on me right now, but it will be in the newsletter. And you can go to that website, and there's two different options. So if you're a resident and you just have like a Ring or a Blink type camera, even if you just register your camera, we don't have access to it unless you send us the video, but we'll at least know that you have a system. Something does happen in your neighborhood, our detectives can go to that website, look at the data and say, okay, residents A, B, and C have cameras, and they were in the vicinity of this, whatever happened, and the detectives could reach out to them via email rather than knocking on their door so they know it's something official. And also, too, for our business community, if they have live streaming available, they can also go to this website, purchase the cores, and that allows us as police, if we're responding to an in-progress crime, someone here at the police station can literally tap in to their live stream and tell us, like, hey, it's the offender's wearing a red shirt and a black mask, and he's running east or west from the business. So check out that website. As you said, it's the easiest way to help us help you. If the more data we get, the better solvable crime is.
Yeah, and again, like anything, the more data and the quicker it can be accessed. Instead of now police knocking on doors asking if people have cameras or if people are home, now they can immediately access, to your point, Chief, that somebody on this particular street or this stretch of streets do have cameras and get to them quickly. And so again, I want to reemphasize, the newsletter will be going out in 2 weeks. We are now on schedule for twice a year, summer and winter edition. If necessary, we'll move to 4 times a year, but twice a year seems to be sufficient to get the information we want out. The website, which people have been asking about, is 95% ready. We're going to beta test it with another group here, and then by the time people receive this newsletter in 2 to 2.5 weeks and see about the new website, it will be ready, and you can go to it, and we're pleased with the results. It's more intuitive, it's less crammed with information, it's easier to navigate. Trustee Soch has been very staunchly supportive of moving that forward, and that will happen within the next 2 weeks. That's all I have this morning.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Chief, and thank you for keeping the village on top of technology and fighting this criminal surge that seems to be occurring across the country. All right, we'll move on to conflict of interest disclosure. All items on the consent agenda are routine and have been brought forward at the direction of the Board of Trustees, village manager, or village committees, and will be enacted with one motion. If discussion is desired, that item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. A, request Board of Trustees approval of the cancellation of the last meetings in June the 27th, July the 25th, and August 22nd of the Board of Trustees' regular meetings. B, request Board of Trustees approval for the Blue Ribbon Walk on Saturday, June 3rd, 2023, at Lakeshore Park. And C is request the Board of Trustees approval to waive the village incurred fees of $3,633.32 associated with the Blue Ribbon Walk on Saturday, June 3rd, 2023. D is request Board of Trustees approval of the Zoning and Planning Commission's recommendation to allow frame construction in the exterior wall of a commercial building at 10125 South Cicero Avenue. And E is ordinance 231031, which allows that construction. F is ordinance 231032, an ordinance of the Village of Oak Lawn, Cook County, Illinois, continuing the regional water system and providing for improvements and extensions thereto, and borrows to pay the costs thereof, amending ordinance number 132271, ordinance number 141937, and ordinance number 201647, and certain provisions of the long-term water sale purchase and service agreements by among, one, the Village of Oak Lawn, Cook County, Illinois, and the villages of Mokina, New Lenox, Orland Park, and Tinley Park, Illinois, and the City of Oak Forest, Illinois, and the Village of Oak Lawn, Cook County, Illinois, and the villages of Chicago Ridge, Palos Park, and the City of Palos Hills, Illinois, and authorizing the exclusion and delivery of said amendments. G, Resolution 231029, a resolution approving a collective bargaining agreement between the Village of Oak Lawn and the Oak Lawn Professional Firefighters Association, Local 3405, LAFF. H, Resolution 231030, a resolution approving the payment of the DEA Chicago Strike Force's renewal of surveillance equipment with Calio through the Equitable Sharing Fund. And I, Resolution 231031, a resolution approving an investment advisory and management service agreement with Empower Advisory Group, LLC, to provide investment advisory and analytic services for village employees, 45-7B Retirement Savings Plan. J, Resolution 231032, a resolution approving and authorizing the acceptance of an assignment from the Village of Orland Park of a temporary and permanent construction easement agreement with the Board of Education of Orland School District Number 135 as part of the Regional Water System Improvement Project, and that's Liberty Elementary School of Orland Park. And K is Resolution 231033, a resolution approving an economic incentive agreement by and between the Village of Oak Lawn and Fran Napleton Lincoln. Motion, please.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, call for the vote, please.
Trustee Pembroke.
Yes.
Trustee Olejniczak.
Yes.
Trustee Mallo.
Yes.
Trustee Stalker.
Yes.
Trustee Desmond.
Yes.
Trustee Soch.
Yes.
Village Clerk's report.
Disbursement Resolution Number 2023-10D dated May 23rd, 2023, in the amount of $1,883,129.18.
Motion to pay the bills.
Motion to pay the bills.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Pembroke.
Yes.
Trustee Olejniczak.
Yes.
Trustee Mallo.
Yes.
Trustee Stalker.
Yes.
Trustee Desmond.
Yes.
Trustee Soch.
Yes.
Motion approved. And 11 is the village president's report. A request Board of Trustees approval of a liquor licensing review commission's referral for a Class C liquor license for the Oak Lawn Fall Music Festival. And B is ordinance 231033, an ordinance increasing the number of Class C liquor licenses that can be issued in the Village of Oak Lawn as a result of the Oak Lawn Fall Music Festival. I believe I have to call for a motion on each one of those, correct?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's take A. Request Board of Trustees approval, a liquor licensing review referral for a Class C liquor license for the Oak Lawn Fall Music Festival. Motion, please.
Motion approved.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Pembroke.
Yes.
Trustee Olejniczak.
Yes.
Trustee Mallo.
Yes.
Trustee Stalker.
Yes.
Trustee Desmond.
Yes.
Trustee Soch.
This
Yes.
is ordinance 231033, an ordinance increasing the number of Class 3 liquor licenses that can be issued in the Village of Oak Lawn. Motion, please.
Motion approved.
Second.
Second.
Roll call.
Trustee Pembroke.
Yes.
Trustee Olejniczak.
Yes.
Trustee Mallo.
Yes.
Trustee Stalker.
Yes.
Trustee Desmond.
Yes.
Trustee Soch.
Yes.
A motion passes.
Mayor, may I say a comment, please? Received numerous communications in the last couple of days regarding the incident in Tinley Park where they were having a carnival that was disrupted by a flash mob of up to 400 teenagers who were talking on social networks about showing up, disrupting, causing chaos, fighting. much of which was caught on camera, including last reports, Chief, potential somebody firing shots in a parking lot. And many of the comments to us were, you know, are we prepared? Fall Music Festival, the various carnivals in town. It's unfortunate that we were sort of on the cutting edge and we took our direction, the Fall Music Festival from St. Gerald's Carnival, which Trustee Olejniczak's been long time involvement, where they instituted security measures some years ago, fencing, restricting people from coming in, charging people. We are mindful of that. We will have more security. Last year, actually 2 years ago, when we first started seeing evidence of this, smaller flash mobs, if you will, we weren't calling it at the time, but groups of teenagers running around fighting. We instituted the changes last year that were wildly and lauded and appreciated by the residents, in particular family members. It was misreported in both the press and social media that we were excluding children. We were not excluding children. We were requiring anybody under the age of 18 to attend with an adult or parent, and it worked out tremendously. And we heard mostly from people who brought their kids to the festival, who said it felt safe. So Clerk Henning, I know, is involved in the St. Catherine's Carnival. They've also instituted new safety measures. Again, these are unfortunate things, not good things, but to those out there who are wondering, inquiring, and commenting, just know that we are on top of those things, and we are going to do everything we can to keep people safe at these events. That's it.
Thank you, Tom. And I'd like to mention that May 29th is Memorial Day, and the Oak Lawn VFW has their annual Memorial Day reverence at our village memorial, which is right by the library. And there will be some guest speakers there. Our new Congressman Sean Caston will be there. And I'd just like to comment, it's our sacred duty to ensure that the names of our fallen heroes are remembered and their memory is not lost to history. And I'd like to invite all Oak Lawn residents to attend. Again, 11 o'clock. It promises to be a beautiful day. There will be donuts and coffee served at the VFW, okay, after the event. It should be no more than 45 minutes. And just as a side note, the Oak Lawn VFW at 9 a.m. at Trinity Lutheran Church, 97th and Brant, will hold a small memorial service for the area residents who have passed away in the year prior. Again, I'd like to invite everybody to attend. And I have a proclamation here that I'd like to read. This is the Motorcycle Awareness Proclamation. And I'd like to say that whereas safety is the highest priority for the highways and streets of the village of Oak Lawn, and whereas it's essentially meaningful that the citizens of our village and the state be aware of motorcycles on the roadways and recognize the importance of motorcycle safety, whereas the motorcyclists of Illinois have contributed extensive volunteerism and money to national and community charitable organizations, and whereas the month of May, all roadway users should unite in the safe sharing of roadways within the village of Oak Lawn and throughout the state of Illinois. Therefore now be it proclaimed by the village president of the village of Oak Lawn, Cook County, Illinois, in the exercise of its home rule powers, declare this month, May, as the designated Motorcycle Awareness Month. And this mayoral proclamation shall be in full force and effect as of May 23rd, 2023. With that, I will call for a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second.
Roll
Second.
call.
Trustee Pembroke?
Yes.
Trustee Olejniczak?
Yes.
Trustee Mallo?
Yes.
Trustee Stalker?
Yes.
Trustee Desmond?
Yes.
Trustee Soch?
Yes.
Thank you. That's it.